Hello, hello. I was checking out and seeing what these two funny little pigs were doing here in the water, and I saw someone left their book in the pool. I don't know that that's a great place to store a book, but yeah. Now I'm not one to brag, but I got a note from Sunday. He even gave me a 10 pulls worth of points. So, yeah, I'm gonna be jealous.
Let's take a seat here.
Hello, Wasabi. Oh, Otto.
Everything is settled. But there's still some time left. Maybe I should take a walk? Forget it. I've done enough walking around already. Let's take a seat and rest for a while.
Got my ship crew? I don't know what that means. What are you up to, Firefly?
Looks like I don't have to worry about her.
Hello, Argoth.
Let's wait for the opening ceremony to start.
Sometime later.
It's Miss Robin! Hey, Miss Robin!
Hey, Miss Robin!
Over here, Miss Robin! Miss Robin! Miss Robin!
Hello, King.
I'm your biggest fan, Miss Robin!
Oh my.
Distinguished guests, fellow family members, ladies, gentlemen, and friends from all over the cosmos. It's a pleasure to join you all in celebrating the grandest ceremony of the Amber Era, the Charmony Festival. Firstly, on behalf of the Penacony family's 5 major lineages, and on behalf of myself, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all our guests. As you all may have noticed, this year's Charmony Festival is far from regular. Thanks to the efforts of everyone, the celebration is unprecedented in scale, with factions from across the cosmos in attendance. Not only that, the customary opening ceremony held at the Penacony Grand Theater has now moved to the Radiant Feldspar, the very airship you all stand upon.
Is this the grand
To express your warmest applause
with all
and deepest
like 10 people here?
for OT Alfalfa, head of the Alfalfa family, for his selfless devotion to the Harmony's cause. What makes this festival so uniquely significant? As is widely known, the Radiant Feldspar had to halt its voyage due to an anomaly in the Sweet Dream, sparking widespread discussion in the 12 hours. Thanks to the hard work of Penacony's internal and external factions, we've finally gotten the dreamscape back on track. Just in time
We
for
met
the
Jade.
Charmony
We spent like an entire stream with
Festival.
Jade just
Good things
doing
happen.
business.
The Charmony Festival not only celebrates this achievement, but also marks the relaunch of the Radiant Feldspar. And finally, the last reason. Does everyone remember the Watchmaker? In truth, the family has poured their efforts into this festival just to commemorate this legendary luminary. The father of Penacony, MacLeod Werq, one of the legendary Nameless who laid the foundations of Penacony. In the most bewildering times of the planet of festivities, it was he who descended from the sky with his companions, who taught us through trailblazing where freedom lies. It was also they who led the vanguard in the pioneering of the dreamscape, in exchange for what is now known as the Paradise of Harmony. It can be said that Penacony's splendid success today is deeply rooted in the trailblazing ethos the Watchmaker planted within us. Only by honoring this trailblazing spirit can we fulfill our mission and spread harmony to a broader audience.
Aw, that's so nice of her. She's talking about us. That's right. Unparalleled.
I really like Jade.
And now,
Sure.
the sweet dream is back on track. All thanks to the Trailblaze, of course. If it weren't for everyone on the Astral Plane, we wouldn't be able to successfully host this Charmony Festival. Thus, with unanimous consent from the 5 major lineages, Penacony's family, on behalf of all family members throughout the cosmos, offer a token of appreciation to the Nameless.
Oh, I wonder if it's gonna be a big one.
We will transfer ownership of the Radiant Feldspar to the Astral Express.
What?
A meager appreciation that we hope you will accept with grace.
What do we want with your party ship?
Let us gift our applause and cheers to these brave and dauntless Nameless.
What?
And now, I propose
Who needs a train when we have the party boat?
harmony to the Trailblaze, to the future of Penacony and the universe, and to the generous Alfalfa family head, Mr. O.T. Alfalfa.
Cheers. Cheers.
To make a decision like that. This little bird is no less capable than her brother.
All's well, all's well. Right. But have you forgotten someone, my gray-haired friend? I put a bomb on this ship. You have 10 minutes to find it. Better hurry.
This
Okay.
get shoved into my hands. There's still so many bombs. Now's not the time for the plot payoff. I can't handle this alone. Time to create a group and inform everyone.
Yeah, okay. I agree, Boot Hill. He's not up for another, like, 2 hours. I will pull for ratio, though. I've got, like, 2 10 pulls. 2 10 pulls, full odds, and a dream. What the fridge? Don't be crass. I know, right? Guess you.
All set. Let's start following the plan.
What's the plan? Use the function to check for... Okay. Does my map show me where on the ship I am? There's one like by the cabin. Oh, give me.
You finally arrived, oh great gray-haired little one. I'm the constable around these parts, and right now I'm posing as a bomb. I'm about to explode, and that's all you're concerned about? Alright, now that you've found me, it's my turn to complete my mission. Next, I'll count down from 5 and then explode.
How about we don't?
5, 4, 1. Is it really that important? I'm not even a real bomb. Was it surprising, shocking, horrifying?
Yeah, Wasabi, they decided to run Anaxa and Dr. Ratio at the same time because they hate me. Give me the good news. No, jeez.
At least I made some progress. Gotta keep working at it.
Why does it have a quest marker there? That's not where the bomb is. Where am I though? Looks like here. I am running around Patagonia as a criminal. I hear it. Who left their money on the table? Huh. Where am I? Oh, it's over here. That doesn't line up with the map at all. Sparkle, you're a liar.
Welcome to the Radiant Feldspar, good sir. I'm a dangerous bomb, and an outlaw who despises law and order. May you have a splendid day. But courtesy doesn't hide my hazardous lunacy. If you're unconvinced, let me show you. Go fudge yourself, you muddle fudger!
Yeah.
Frank, I didn't become an outlaw because I'm a fudging bomb. It's because I'm the fudging owner of an ancient, mad, forbidden curse.
Is that so?
Care to experience it? I can chant it for you. But Miss Sparkle won't be responsible for any of the consequences. Holy fudge, you're more insane than I am. Let me gather my wits. The ritual is ready. Perk up your ears and listen closely to the most ancient, primal fear etched into the very fudging genes of humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Boomska, boomska, little sparkles! Boomska, boomska, little sparkles!
Okay. Okay, where's the next one? Well, there's one outside. That's why I heard it out there. Where is it? Am I blind? Is it down there? No, it is down here. At least I'm not blind. Interesting. These guys are much more efficient than me. They're finding hundreds of these while I found 3. Holy crap. I'm just bad at this. You okay?
Origami bud? Can't you tell? I'm the origami doll, Tweet. Actually, there are 998 more dolls that can pack a punch just like me on the Radiant Feldspar, Tweet. haul them back to the golden sparkle tree. I will prepare a worthy gift for your troubles. Tweet! As for that imaginary neutron bomb you want, don't interrupt me. I know you never mentioned those 3 words to me before. Well, the bomb isn't here. Tweet! I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere for it.
It's okay, the bombs will wait for me. I'm sure. Is Sparkle gonna give us a golden turd? Is that what we're doing? Ooh. I'll take it.
Fruits of a long journey.
Hello, lovely actor. You can call me the director doll. I often use this name in film credits. If you didn't know, I'm the one who directed the entire farce in Werq. As the leading man of the show, what did you think? Feel free to share your thoughts. Well, actually, due to the current plot requirements, you're only allowed to say 1 line. So please try and resist the urge to share your thoughts. It's all my fault for being duped by the masked fools. The screenplay was written by someone named Miss Sparkle. She said she graduated from Sparkle University film directing and screenwriting program, so we instantly hit it off. Who knew that there was a chance to make this film directing and screenwriting program at Sparkle? In fact, Sparkle University isn't even real! Sparkle!
Yeah.
Since you're done asking questions and I'm done answering, according to the script, I must reveal to you the fact that there's no bomb here at all, thus causing you to want to kick yourself for spending this whole time listening to me prattling on, after which we will part ways. But don't fret, I've also prepared a gift for you. A dream bubble that has the thrilling life and death moments I shared with a beautiful memo keeper. If you haven't seen it yet, you should hurry up and look for Dr. Edward.
Okay.
Not much time left. I hope I make it.
Let me rush. We'll hurry. All the way back over here. Firefly.
28 minutes, 46 seconds. 28 minutes, 45 seconds.
He must be the person who stored the book in the pool too. Why would I... What? I'm not gonna swing my bat at Firefly.
The masked fools? Huh. So this really was their doing. Since you're here, I'll just keep it short. Just over half an hour ago, I received a message from an unknown sender and rushed here as soon as I could. 51 seconds. The sweet dream has lost the protection of the Order. If it were to blow up here, the consequences would be unfathomable. I've scrutinized it for a long time, but the bomb's design is incredibly unique, as if it's been locked by some mysterious path force. Apart from its creator, I fear no one knows how to deactivate it.
Some bold claims.
It's difficult. Time is running out, and she's a master of disguise. And even if we catch her, she won't come quietly.
That makes sense, Kane. Illegitimate.
Actually, there might be another way. Do you still remember? The script said that I will experience death 3 times in the Land of Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
I think this moment heralds the 3rd time. You
Firefly
may
explodes with the
already know
bomb.
that I have no way of
Nope, that
avoiding
wasn't the time.
I
You're
employed
a-
a Stellaron Hunter's special method in order to enter dreams instead. This allows me to perform feats that typical dream chasers can't. As long as I can bear the pain of the Memoria pressure, I'll be able to dive into the primal memory zone beyond the dream and extend a lifeline to the Radiant Feldspar.
That's a lot of
I will
words.
take this bomb into the depths of the dreamscape. As possible where there are no
Batman.
souls around.
Sheesh.
At least no one will get hurt.
Batman. Goober.
Don't worry.
Batman. Seriously.
I believe that this Firefly armor will be enough to take me to where I need to go before the countdown ends. And maybe even make it back safely. At present, this is our best and most logical course of action. After all, a long story deserves a happy ending. I have some words to share with you, though they were spoken to me by Miss Acheron. She said that the so-called impossible is merely something that is yet to happen. At the moment, there are so many things that seem impossible. But are they really never going to happen? Maybe it's just that the moment to disprove these impossibilities hasn't arrived yet. Whether it be a literal ending, suffering akin to death, or a harrowing deathscape. Before the appointed destination arrives, they are all the same.
Why would Firefly have 999 cake rolls? And why wouldn't she share?
I firmly believe that when that moment arrives for us to make a choice, the answer to our end will already be within our hearts. It is not destiny that shapes us, but we who shape destiny.
Yeah.
The Astral Express and the Stellaron Hunters are like light and shadow. We walk on different paths, intertwined, moving forward and growing together. Maybe the end is predestined, but it is not today.
Cake rolls buffer.
Human life is short, just like fireflies to a flame. So if you have an answer in your heart,
She's an evil Stellar on Hunter. Of course she wouldn't share. Mm.
with any regrets, we have this right, don't we?
Since you care so much about other people's safety, why don't you go take a closer look?
You see, everything is possible.
Death was a little
Dream
exaggerated.
of goals and realize them in unimaginable ways. Regardless if the result was a sweet illusion or a bitter reality. It was an answer we longed for, day and night. So, why do people choose to slumber? I think it's as you said. Because in the end, we will wake up from our dreams.
Oh, hello, Akron. No, Batman. No. Yes. They really did, honestly. I'm not a big fan of this post-credit chapter, I'll be honest. I feel like it kind of just cheapens most of the effects of Panacony, I'm not gonna lie. But
The war comrade he'd missed his whole life. MacLeod would place 2 bunches of flowers here year after year. And after he left, it became 3. Your wishes will always be remembered by someone. Now, Panacony, as you hoped, has welcomed the dawn after a long, dark night. The path forward may not be a bed of roses, but at least people are prepared to step forth towards freedom. Tiernan, you can go home now.
barely anyone likes this epilogue.
Albanemos
Okay.
are also
I'm glad I'm not in the minority of that then.
But before leaving, we still have one last thing to do.
We've come to say goodbye to Gallagher.
Looks like you've also noticed that history fictionologist is nowhere to be found in Penacony, disappearing just as quietly as when he first showed up. I believe he must have come here at the end, to bid farewell to
Yeah, I
his
figured as much, Kane.
Similarly, I'm sure you all have plenty you want to say to them. A fitting end to the tale of the departed.
It's mostly just the party boat stuff,
Ask for
I
a better
think.
farewell. Go on. They're all here.
It's like this makes sense. Like to say the goodbyes and everything. That's kind of what I assumed that the epilogue would be. Because that's what makes sense following it. I don't know.
The nameless. Those who trailblaze, doing
What happens when you
good
try to
deeds that never
befriend but
seem
don't really have anything to say?
After all this time,
Yeah.
how did we even find those 3
I feel more
people in
so-
a vast place like Penacony?
Penacony wrapped it up
Seems
pretty
in the
nicely.
land of the dreams,
And
anything
none of
is
this so
possible.
far, like on the party boat and all that, has had any real
Remember the names of the dead.
impact or purpose or plot or anything, and it certainly doesn't tie in any loose ends from Penacony. The only thing that did was the buttons, and those were so nothing to begin with that having them be the tie-up just again feels shallow.
Then when the first star falls, countless more will follow.
Yeah, Akron's pretty cool. I agree.
Across the horizon.
I like her a lot. See, now this part is hard for me to
Brooklyn Tiernan,
focus, because this is what I wanted
Selena, Jay, and Estella.
the
We raise a
the
toast
epilogue
to
to be.
Trailblazers.
It's supposed to, you know, an epilogue is just supposed to kind of be the send-off, right? I don't know.
The passionate and courageous pursuit, and a voyage that traverses the stars.
How do I get over there? Oh, stairs.
That statue. It wasn't here last time.
Looks like this is the last riddle that Mr. Gallagher left for us. In the end, we still failed to figure out his true identity, or if he was even a living person.
What should I say? I mean, this guy is definitely a history fictionologist, all right. I'm suddenly reminded of the time at the theme park when he said he was only 13 years old. Could that have meant something too?
I mean, I assume that
Either way,
that's when he,
he's
like,
an enigmatic
came into
character.
existence.
At least our journey together in Penacony was real enough. And his loyalty and love for this land must have been real too, right? Gallagher, we raise a toast to you, the slumbering hound. To the festival's invitation, to all lies and the singular truth. If we ever meet again, please don't talk in riddles.
Yeah, Akron, I don't know anything about the previous Honkai games, but just from this one alone, I enjoy her quite a lot. Why are the snakes lying down on the job? Yeah, that's true, Kane. I agree with that.
Is the Astro Express ready to depart Penacony?
Apologies, Mr. Mika, that we are only now bidding you farewell.
Oh, that's all right. You've all done so much for the Watchmaker, and we are forever indebted. Allow me, as the representative of Dreamflux Reef, to make another toast to all the nameless.
What will the people of Dreamflux Reef do now?
Many will continue to live here. Those accustomed to being awake will mostly have a hard time getting used to a life of darkness with their eyes closed. Though the order has faded, there must be someone to watch over this primal memory zone. Penacony's nights are long, and there are many who are still far from a good night's sleep. As for the sweet dream over there, we're still managing without it, aren't we?
Mika and residents of Dreamflux Reef, we raise a
I like
toast to
pretty much all of
watchers
Penacony,
of the law.
minus this kind of ending
Your
bit,
tenacity
to be
throughout
honest.
time,
Like, the things with Sparkle
sorrowful
throughout
night,
were just kind of there.
the dawn
So if you remove
is
that,
coming upon us.
pretty much all of Penacony's story I enjoyed. It was a little dragged out, but I enjoyed it.
In the end, we still came full circle. This trailblazing expedition started from the moment you and a bellboy ran into each other. After going on a journey of many twists and turns, they still ended up where they started. Just like a clock's hands that turn round and round, the start and end of each day will always land on 12 o'clock. The advent of time.
I think the problem, and the main reason it's so drawn out,
There shouldn't be much left to say.
is they
This
really
entire adventure
want it to be
started
grand
because of you.
and set up an
It should
entire
definitely end
system.
with you.
And to do that, they felt the need to flesh out things that just didn't matter.
A new page will be turned.
Which is understandable, but those are the kind of things that you
Mikhail
edit out of a draft.
we raise a toast to you.
It just has a lot of just kind of
Dreams, nameless
filler nonsense words to try and make the space feel
Penacony's past, present,
developed, I guess.
future,
I don't know.
and the child's unwavering dream unto
Can
day.
they bury the old man already? It is a little weird that they just let him sit here.
His name list should be complete, right?
The trailblaze can illuminate the way. But ultimately, the future of a world belongs to those who live in it.
I still feel that Mr. MacLeod must have really wanted to witness this day himself.
What's on your mind, March?
Just a strange feeling. I had it a few stops ago, but it's super strong this time.
Why not talk about it? Maybe everyone's thinking the same thing.
I can't help but think that whether it's Mr. MacLeod, Mr. Tiernan, or Madame Rosalina, their lives must have been long, and they must have experienced plenty of stories. They were also young once, stumbling and bumbling around just like us, getting into scraps and mischief, that sort of stuff. Companions, enemies, journeys, adventures, all the sad and happy memories. The everyday that we're used to, they've lived through them too. But those things are all in the past. It's rare that I'm this serious.
You know, even if the body doesn't decay in Penacony, that doesn't mean you just leave it out on display.
It'll be easier to understand if I use an analogy. Like when you're reading a book. If one of its characters keeps running into obstacles and experiences an ending full of regrets, we're bound to feel a bit mixed about it, right? Because we've seen every nook and cranny of their lives, we see these people as special.
Don't look at people's nooks and crannies.
Even if there are parts of it that aren't really realistic nor logical, we still hope that their story gets a good ending when it comes. But what if they and we aren't really that special? When Mr. MacLeod sat in this chair, waiting for the Astral Express to arrive every day, what was he thinking? And if, at the end of his life, he could still firmly say he had no regrets, then what is this regret we feel in our hearts right now?
I think each and every one of us is searching for the answer to this very question. The universe is vast, and our lives are but specks. The trailblaze never ends, but against the backdrop of the cosmos,
Batman!
the average person's
We're trying to be
lifelong
serious.
journey is merely a short stretch. But it is in this minuscule distance that paths cross and countless worlds connect. The universe may not remember every person who leaves a tie along the silver rail. We will. As long as we remember, their stories will never end.
Goober!
And what Mr. MacLeod has left for us is his answer to this very question. It may not be perfect, but it left a smile on this storied, jaded old nameless's face at the end of his life. And its meaning will be interpreted by those who come after us.
It's not the answer that's important, but what we can learn from others' answers, right?
This is what trailblazing is.
Sure. I'm really sorry for bringing down the vibe. Quick, Don Hung, tell us a dad joke to lighten the mood.
Yeah, Dunhong, tell us a joke.
It's never a bad thing to reflect. One day, we'll all have to face our own farewells.
But before that, we still have a long way ahead of us together.
So the most important thing right now is to tell the conductor what we saw in Penacony. Then prepare ourselves for our next trailblazing destination.
So how do we end up kidnapping Sunday?
I should get back to the Express. Or maybe I could say my final goodbye to Acheron.
Wait, where's Acheron? There she is. One second, let me get the snake. Oh, another snake.
Do you still remember when we first arrived in Penacony?
To find out in the epilogue? God damn it.
The ocean of stars is vast. And given our destinations, I'm afraid our paths may not cross again.
That's a lie. I know it's a lie.
The expedition ahead is always full of unknowns. And my blade is sharp enough to sever fate.
Got an axe?
As long as we maintain
Nice.
our original
It's not
resolve,
live for me yet.
I believe there will come a day where we will meet again. Come to think of it, I didn't even get a chance to formally introduce myself. Simply put, I'm a self-annihilator who was cursed by the Nihility. My hometown was destroyed a long time ago, and the whole world was erased beneath their shadow. In order to fight against the cruel end of self-destruction, I went on a journey, in search of a way to sever the chains of the Nihility. After a long and grueling search, I am convinced that my destination lies within the depths of the dark web, where reality and the Nihility are separate. In
Damn.
there lurks a secret called Device 9. One day, I'll reach it.
I believe in you, Acheron.
Ah. In that case, I must apologize for my rudeness. Do you remember when we first met? I once said you reminded me of an acquaintance. Because of the Self-Annihilator's curse, my memories are stripped away, blurring my past. And after our journey together, what I originally thought were familiar feelings were merely illusions. I believe this was truly our first meeting. What do you mean? It's improbable that you've crossed paths with my past self. What I mean is, there is nothing left to retrace there. Only nihility.
Damn.
I see. You've also had a similar experience? Then you should know that this me and your memory of me are not the same person.
Oh no, I did the red text.
Long ago, I too was like you.
I see the chest there. No.
We also embarked on journeys, making the best choices we could, whenever we could.
Acheron's looking at
We
it. She's
didn't
taunting
achieve
me.
the outcome we wanted. But moments like this make me feel like they never even left. In this universe, there exist countless worlds that are similar yet different, and countless people who are alike yet distinct.
Mm-hmm.
I too have wandered alone, encountering acquaintances on strange worlds, seeing their silhouettes overlap with my past. In your opinion, what does this déjà vu mean? Attachment, desire, longing. They may all be right, but they are all incomplete. I believe it's not something external, but something that originates within us. An emotion that traverses time from a certain moment of our past to reach us. Perhaps it's a source of warmth and happiness. Or maybe it brings pain and sorrow. Each time we reminisce on our past, we always seem to notice a tiny but unforgettable instant that we left behind us, along with certain other things that remain constant throughout. That is a summary of our lives, encapsulating everything about us in these moments. Proof of our shared path. Within them, we glimpse our own essence, and thus, we truly exist. Just like everyone in this story, hurtling onwards along the path of destiny with passion and courage for the things that breathe meaning into their lives. Set forth on your voyage without hesitation, Nameless, on the path of the Trailblaze. Even if the ending has been predetermined, that's fine. There are countless things that humans cannot change. But before that, on the road towards the end, there are still many things that we can do. And because of this, the end will thus reveal a completely different meaning. This is the meaning of journey. All those things, beautiful before, are still so now. And I believe
This is what I mean when I say it's just filler dialogue.
at the end of the nihility.
It's just a lot of words.
Until we meet again.
We're circling.
The sun's rays.
Whoop. No! It will forever taunt me. The chest. Hello, Pom Pom. You okay?
There.
Pom Pom's sad I didn't get the chest either.
Don't be sad. Don't cry.
Wow. Your method of consolation is truly unsophisticated.
Still better than just standing there like a scarecrow. How could you say that? Don't be so mean. And while you're here, why don't you help me comfort Pom Pom?
What's wrong, Pom Pom?
Pom Pom all about our adventure, and they suddenly started crying. I've never seen Pom Pom so sad before. The conductor never cries. Pom Pom is never sad. Pom Pom is just angry. Yeah, angry. No matter where the express stops, you lot always manage to cause chaos. My well-thought-out timetable completely ignored. If you carry on like this, the express is gonna run out of fuel. That's right. Pom Pom is just angry. It's not because of Misha, Tiernan, Rosalina, and the rest.
Oh, they're ugly crying. It's okay, Pop Pop.
Just let it all out. Everyone, could you all take a break in the next car? Don't worry. I'll stay here with Pom Pom.
But
Let's go, March.
Donald's like, you're not helping. Get out of here.
I never expected Pom Pom would be so distraught.
Those three nameless must have meant a lot to Pom Pom.
No one knows exactly when Pom Pom boarded the Express, but one can surmise that their journey has been filled with many hellos and goodbyes. Probably more than we can imagine. The fact that they're crying so hard is probably a good sign. It proves that Pom Pom's emotions haven't become dulled by the grind of time. They still deeply cherish every nameless who has boarded the Express and value every journey shared with them. Leave it to Himiko. When it comes to comforting, there's no one better on the Express. Well, they were a little emotional at the time, but I'm afraid that's not out of the question. Since you joined us, the Express has stayed longer than anticipated at every stop along the way. And to ensure that everyone always makes it back on board, Pom Pom has had no choice but to delay the warp jump schedule.
I see. No wonder I can regularly hear Pom Pom pacing anxiously up and down the corridor.
Turns out Pom Pom's been silently putting in a lot of work for us. Wow.
Different from typical vehicles, the Astral Express converts every trailblaze into the energy it needs to run. Ideally, as long as trailblazing expeditions continue without interruption, the Express will receive a constant flow of energy, much like a perpetual motion machine. But because of our previous encounters, fuel is being used up much faster than expected. We can probably only pull off 2 more warp jumps at most.
Only 2 more? Isn't that super risky? Oh, I don't want to become an ice cube floating around in space again. When you put it like that, it doesn't actually sound too bad.
Oh, it's still bad.
But I don't even want to become an adorable ice cube floating around in space again.
Which also means that we must prudently consider our next destination.
I still
Yes,
vote for the ocean
I've
planet.
already checked the astral charts. The 2 nearest worlds to us are the oceanic planet of Lushaka and the agate world, Melustanen. As for which one we're headed to, that still requires...
I still vote for the ocean planet.
Or perhaps you might consider a suggestion.
Out of here, Black Swan.
Everyone, we meet again.
It's you! Why were you just in my room?
It's a very cute room, Miss March. Just like you.
Memo Keeper, let's put aside how you managed to sneak past everyone and board the Express.
Don't lie to me, Wasabi. I believe in the ocean planet.
A suggestion.
I accidentally overheard how the Express obtains fuel. I just wanted to chat with everyone to see if we could work together. But now, it appears my suggestion could be the very lifeline that saves everyone.
Please speak candidly. Depending on what you say, we could very well ask you to disembark.
Ah, the Permanence's descendant. What a charming little dragon.
especially with those mired memories of yours. But I digress. If the Astral Express is in urgent need of a special trailblazing expedition to recharge its engine, have you all considered this? Perhaps your destination could be a world that even the renowned Akivili never reached. Should you be able to lay down a new stretch of silver rail, the Express may never have to worry about energy ever again.
Trailblazing to a world that even Akivili has never been to? Is that possible?
Continue, Memo Keeper. This destination of which you speak, what sort of world is it?
A world that many across the universe don't even know exists. A world hidden away from outside observation. Its presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. A world fettered by 3 paths, its destiny hanging in the balance. The Eternal Land, Amphorius. I hope I'm not too late, child.
I wasn't expecting it to be you.
My boy.
Don't you know how many sentry posts the family has built? And how hard it is to get you out of here?
Don't touch him, Jade.
Looks like my time's up.
What do you mean? What time?
Negotiation, interrogation, or death. My fate lies entirely in your hands, Lady Bonajade. The dance is done. Why bother with the compassionate pretense and give someone who's about to die the chance to talk?
Despite your fall from grace, you still look well. I'm very glad to see that you're so full of verve.
Verve?
Do not insult my pride with half-veiled sarcasm. Have you specially come to see me just to sate your vile vanity?
Oh, of course not. I merely came to fulfill your younger sister's wishes. To offer you a generous trade. That is, if you're willing to accept.
Robin?
To build a true haven where everyone can attain peace. That's the oath between you siblings, isn't it? If I told you there was still a chance to realize this vow, would you be willing to talk to me then? I recognize the gravity of this question.
Margot, that's like saying I like cupcakes more than mud.
Go now.
Let's be real.
Free, O chosen one, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer. A word of advice for you before we part ways. A word of warning from someone who's been in your shoes before.
Who's been in his shoes?
Life is too short to miss out on golden opportunities.
Well. Oh, hello, Boothill. Hello, Robin. You know, I don't want you on the Express. You can go away. I mean, she just lets herself in. You can visit. I'm happy to have you visit.
Nice.
Okay. Well, that was fun. Ups and downs. But, well, we'll see where this takes us next week. Start whatever it is we start next. But, yeah, thank you all. I misclicked. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.